Welcome to this day for this Tuesday, September 1st. Well, we're 3/4 of the way through the year, if you can believe that. Already fall coming on in a few days here. So I hope we have some cooler temperatures and that the year turns out at the end pretty well for everyone. Well, we want to tell you about what's going to be on our show today. We're going to have the India Club, and they're having Peace Day. If you know, Peace Day is kind of going on through the month of September, and the club is really promoting this, and many clubs are here in your community as well. So today we'll be talking to the representatives from the India Club. And then also, speaking of peace, Thrive Project, they've been working on kindness for 2020, and some of you might know the Thrive Project. We did the Centenarian program last year, and a couple of wonderful people are on that task force, and we've been working on projects for many years now. And Beth Perrick will be with Lisa Hart talking to you about what Thrive does and some of their accomplishments and some of the things they look forward to in the years to come. So we look forward to that. Also, we have a couple of meetings today. The Golden Rain Foundation is having their regular meeting. That's at 9:30 this morning if you're watching our live program. That will be on Village Television. And you can also go online at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. There's also a meeting this afternoon. That's the Third Finance Committee. That's going to be at 1:30 this afternoon. Well, we're going to skip the CDC information for you, and I want to talk to you about, you know, some of the popular things obviously on Village Television are the movies. And lately, we've had a couple issues with the movies, and this is a mea culpa. We had a couple of scheduling issues, and then yesterday, obviously, we got ahead of ourselves and started the Forrest Gump movie, which is going to play on Friday, and Second Avenue did not get on in a timely fashion. So what I have here is my email information, paul.ortiz@vmsinc.org. You can always email me regarding not just movies, but anything on Village Television or even commercials that you might see on the cable networks. I'm probably going to regret that, but email me at paul.ortiz@vmsinc.org, or you can give me a call at my direct line, 949-597-4396. So I'm going to look into some of the movies. I believe we're having more of an issue regarding timing and what the server is seeing and what we're putting in. So I'll be sure and be looking at all of that. But we are going to bring you Second Avenue. We had a couple of requests. Merle Etner left a wonderful message requesting if we could show that movie again, and we will, Merle. We thank you for your pleasant phone call, and that's going to be on Thursday at 7 o'clock and Sunday at 7:30. We're going to show it Thursday at 7 with subtitles, and then Sunday at 7:30 p.m. without subtitles. So Merle left a nice message, and we appreciate his support of Village Television. If you have any questions, just give us a call, and we'll be sure to straighten it out. We've had a couple of angry calls, and we'll take care of it either way, whether you're angry or not. We'll take care of it. Give me an email, paul.ortiz@vmsinc.org. The other thing I wanted to share with you, a couple people called and did get the voicemail. Well, since March, 80% of our staff here on Village Television has either been working remotely or on leave. So we've been juggling balls for, what, 6 months now? So occasionally, a couple of little balls will hit the ground, and you know, we'll pick them up and start working again. So we appreciate your support, your patience for Village Television. But just to let you know, 80% of the staff here in Village Television has either been working remotely from home or on leave. So Mark and I have been trying to keep the ship going, and hopefully we'll see the remaining staff come back in the community center in the next few months, and then hopefully in the next few months after that, we'll welcome the community center's opening and hopefully having residents come and visit us once again on Village Television. But have some patience. We're doing our best, and give me a call or send me an email if you have any questions. Well, let's go outside. It's going to be a beautiful day, kind of like yesterday, kind of cooler in the early hours, and then nice, pleasant day in the mid-70s for the next couple of days. But as you can see, the weekend's going to start to warm up pretty good. So, you know, it's going to be one of those hot Labor Day weekends. So be sure and wear your hat, wear sunscreen, get your walks in early. And then let's go real quick to the sunrise and sunset. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:25 a.m. and our sunset will be at 7:15 p.m. And our own director, camera operator, audio guy, Marcus Weiss, is the photographer for this. What a beautiful picture in Newport Beach. That's down there in that boardwalk area. What a great shot, Mark. Good job. And if you have a photo that you'd like to share with us, be sure and send it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Well, we have some terrific segments with you with Lisa Hart, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back right after this message.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Krishna and Archana, who are here from the India Club. Well, ladies, how are you doing? Nice to see you.
We're doing
fine.
well.
Just fine.
Namaste.
Namaste. I know, I remember when we were on
5 months
really
back.
early on, and we talked about namaste. So
We were in the studio a few times,
yeah, so I like that. So I know the Zoom thing has been kind of crazy these days, but I'm glad you're able to join us and we got through all of our adjustments. So let's talk a little bit about a program that you guys are doing for the month of September. And I really love the fact that you put a video together and you're going to be able to share it with all of our residents. So Krishna, how did you get involved in the Peace Day program?
Well, here in Laguna Woods, we have a group. It's called the Concerned Citizens. Yes. And I'm sure you know Latifa Taormina, right? And she's the lady who started the Peace Day program in the village for everyone. And then she's from Austin, just like I came from Austin. And then I know in Austin in 2014, she was instrumental in starting the Peace Day program there. And every year now they've been doing that. And she also set up a group in Austin, like Poems for Peace and things like that. Very talented and a very nice lady. And here in Laguna Woods, she knows Sunita Saxena, who is a member of India Club. And then she said to Sunita, you know what? No Peace Day can be complete without a presentation on Mahatma Gandhi. So then Sunita approached me and she said, hey, can we do something? Can we take part in this? And I said, yes, we'll definitely take part in this. So that's how it started.
What exactly is a Peace Day program?
Well, the United Nations, it came up with this day as when the whole world is going to celebrate as one and not take part in any kind of, like atrocities and all that are happening around the world, and try to be peaceful. And then if we follow it at least for one day, it might give us the impetus to do better on the remaining days. So
I like that, because you're bringing probably more positivity rather than negativity by doing a celebration rather than a protest.
Exactly. And this is the time we need it. It's funny how the whole thing just coincided like that.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, I love that information. Now, the club has been doing other things, I'm sure, during COVID-19. So Archana, share with us some of the other things you guys are doing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we have been doing other things as well. Like I want to tell you about a recent program we did. India got independence from the British rule on August 15, 1947. And this year we celebrated 73rd Independence Day. Normally we get together and do some nice program. In current situation, we couldn't do that. But we still arranged a good program on Zoom. It was a 40-minute program. And of course, we began with the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States of America, and then followed with our program. And we had a wonderful array of items. We had speeches, we had patriotic songs, somebody recited their own poetry, and there were beautiful, pertinent videos. So it was a very upbeat, inspirational program. And one thing we did not forget is, before India got independence, it was because of the sacrifice and tremendous contributions of the freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives and even families for the struggle to win the independence from British rule. So we remembered those. Our speeches paid a tribute to some of those fighters. For example, I presented a brief speech on Aruna Asaf Ali, who was a freedom fighter. And she made unique contribution to the movement. This is a time to remember that. So we had inspiration. We had a beautiful area of song and dance and patriotic songs. Overall, it came out to be a very nice program. And we did that on Friday on 14th, a day before Independence Day.
Okay. Oh, well, good. Well, I'm glad you're still able to participate and do lots of different things. Krishna, let's go back to you, because if you think about putting together a program like what you talked about, being quarantined is exactly the easiest way to do it.
No, quarantine was a problem, but you know what, Lisa, with all this corona, if it's not for the coronavirus, it's going to be this long-lasting loneliness that's going to get to us. So we were really looking forward to something nice that we could do. And then when this Peace Day celebrations came on, it came as a blessing in disguise. You know, before this, we were like really thinking how to get India Club members to stay socially connected and avoid isolation issues and things like that. And I said, no, Sunita, let's definitely do this program. And then I will be responsible for motivating and inspiring all the people. And, you know, almost every year, I have been going to India to do some social work to help the disadvantaged children. Mm-hmm. And of course, this year, no one's going anywhere. So I decided, why not take this project as another social service kind of thing, just with a different flavor, you know. And then apart from coronavirus, we've also had all these turbulence and turmoil related to the race issues. Mm-hmm. And definitely we were trying so hard, desperately, to get that peace back again. And so that's the reason. And frankly, the quarantine was never in the forefront, because I knew in our hearts, we knew that we just want to do this and took it as a challenge.
Well, that's great. I mean, certainly a good thought process to help bring you to your final day. Archana, now, in addition to all of the things that you already mentioned, where you're doing presentations and speeches and remembrances of different days, what are some things that you guys are actively doing going forward to keep everybody connected?
Oh, going forward, we are going to celebrate some events for the rest of the year. We are not going to sit quiet just because, you know, it's a stressful time. No, we have to encourage people. So first of all, we will be celebrating some events in October, November, and December, of course. The peace program will come out in September, and it will be kind of close to Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, which falls on October 2nd. So it will kind of overlap that situation. Then in October, we have an occasion called Navratri. Navratri is a big festive occasion for all Indians. It is dance and song and great costumes and food and just getting together and merriment for 9 consecutive days, okay? Over here, we can't get up for 9 days, but at least over the weekends, we can come together and celebrate. And we were doing it when we could actually meet. But this year, we'll still do it on Zoom with some, nice songs, festive songs. Our festive songs, they're religious kind of songs. I mean, more like a occasion for the occasion addressed to a goddess, but they're also meant for dance. They are set up in such a way that they encourage dance. So we'll have Navratri. Then in November, we will have Diwali. Of course, you know, we have talked many times about the Festival of Lights and the whole jazz that goes with it. We'll still do it on Zoom. We are not going to let it go alone.
Good.
Then in December, we celebrate Christmas. We'll do Christmas and New Year's together. Mm-hmm. And we are working on it right now. We will have some programs. Either we'll bring a guest artist or something if we can. If not, we have enough talent in the club. We can put it together and do something nice. That's what we plan to do for the rest of the year.
Okay, so Krishna, tell me when the dates are of the Peace Day program that we're going to be airing here on Village Television.
Yeah, each of these is a 1-hour program. It's a repeat show 4 times in the month of September. On September 1st and 8th, it's at 2 p.m. And then again on September 13th and 20th, it's at 4 p.m.
Okay, great. Well, ladies, thank you so much. It was very nice to catch up with you in the India Club. Good luck on your Peace Day program. It sounds great. And we look forward to seeing that here on our Village Television. So you guys have a great day.
Okay, thank you and namaste.
Thank you very much, and you too.
All right, namaste.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we'll be right back after this.
Today, we are marking the beginning of a new era as City of Hope opens its first location right here in Newport Beach.
We have 500 scientists and doctors who have dedicated their lives to beating cancer. So they use that intellectual capital to try to make sure every patient gets the best care possible that's known to science.
Welcome back. Today I am joined by Beth Perrick, and she is here on behalf of Thrive. Well, Beth, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Just great, thank you.
Good, good. So we've talked in the past about Thrive, and we've had several guests on that participate in Thrive. But you know, it's been a while, so why don't we go ahead and have you just give us a brief background on what Thrive is and how it started?
Good. Okay, Thrive started with this book, Humans of New York, and I saw something on television about it and brought it to the Media and Communications Committee, and that was at least 6 years ago. And the chair of that committee said, "Oh, okay, Beth, you think that would be good to highlight wonderful things that we do here in Laguna Woods Village?" And I said, yes, this fellow took pictures and wrote little brief stories about how people live and thrive in New York City. And I'd like to highlight how we live and thrive here in Laguna Woods Village. And so he said, okay, that's your committee, go. And so there's been a small, it's not a big committee, but a small committee working on this since then. Actually, Paul Ortiz and I are the two who have remained on it throughout. We're just plugging in there and believing it. Anyway, so where we are now with Thrive is we are looking at doing a project, and the project would be a project a year. Last year we did the Centenarian Project, and that was about the people here that are over 100 years old and are thriving, living in Laguna Woods Village. And that was a fabulous project, and we're so happy with the interviews and the people and the how it came out, and just we were thrilled. And then what are we going to do this year? And so Anaheim has become the city of kindness under their mayor at the time, Tom Tate. He started a city of kindness, and it was the whole year of kindness. And Tom, thankfully, Eileen Pollan was able to know him and bring him in to talk with us and give us ideas about how we could put together a year of kindness for 2020. And so we did, and that started in January. So we started putting everything together in January, thinking about it, and February did a couple things, and then boom, guess what happened? COVID happened. So we're looking at it a little bit differently. Yeah, I think it hit everybody, right?
Yeah.
So we did have some ammunition in hand to work with this year, because the volunteer luncheon, I think that was in December, there was an announcement that I believe that Brian Gruner gave that talked about Thrive, and then at each table there were index cards for folks to write out short few sentences about an act of kindness, and that's unconditional act of kindness that they had done for them or that they did for another person, recently or here in Laguna Woods. And we received a stack about this high. I mean, it was amazing, the number of stories that we had, and we've been using those. They've been used, communications department has used those in a number of publications. We've used those. You see the videos, the short videos that are on TV6 and the little stories, those are from there. And as a matter of fact, in last week's Globe, there was an article, Gathering Stories of Kindness was the title, and if you could please send in stories of kindness so we would be able to put them on TV, put them on a poster, write them up in a story, do something to get the word out about kindness, acts of kindness here in Laguna Woods Village. So that's where we are right now. Laguna Woods Village, a community of kindness. And we're trying in a number of different ways, even though we're hindered with communication, safe distance, and all of the things we need to be aware of.
Right, but I think what's been happening because of the situation that we're in is it's forcing us to communicate even more, because you have no choice but to look at somebody now face to face via Zoom, or pick up the phone and make a phone call and talk to somebody maybe that you haven't seen for a while, or even on passing on the street. So it kind of forces us to do a lot of different things than we're used to. So the nice thing that you mentioned is that you can do it through Village Television. You can do it through the Globe. And then, of course, the Breeze, the Village Breeze has articles on kindness as well. And I know you mentioned that there was one that was in this upcoming one, August and September.
Right. And yes, August, September. No, the June, July issue, there's a whole article about Laguna Woods Village, a community of kindness. And it has the website printed there. So you can read the story in the last edition of the Breeze.
Oh, okay, good. And then now you said that, so obviously the Video Club and Camera Club, you are doing things with them. What are you doing besides Village Television with them? What other things?
Okay, so the Video Club videos interviews for television,
right.
And they have put together the 30-second shots that you see. We're calling them the calming shots, and you see a walkway. I don't think you even see people walking. You see a walkway, and then there's a quote that's one of those quotes of a kindness that happened to a person here in the village.
Okay. Sometimes you could think that's kind of a subliminal type of thing.
Right. It's there. It's just really meditative and nice. And we want it to be that way too. We want it to become a part of the village.
I like that. I think that's a great idea. And then, of course, here we've been doing some things with you. I mean, this is the first time we've actually had an interview in a while with someone from Thrive, because we just haven't been able to get together. So I'm glad that you're able to shed some light on what's going on. The Peace Pole Project, I know that was coming up, right?
That is coming up. Before I tell you Peace Pole, know that Cindy Whitney's program has wonderful things that are really related to the Year of Kindness, and Scott Marvel's things that he puts up are so very linked into people thriving here in the village. So we have lots of that going on, and we have lots of Video Club, Camera Club. So we have lots of pictures around the community, especially that Joel and let's see who else. Mark Rabinovich is on the Thrive team, and he has put together some beautiful ones and put together some posters that we are putting up around the village. So any way that we can, thrive on communication to get people to thrive.
I love it.
Yeah, so reaching out in a lot of different ways. So the Peace Pole Project is not our project, but we will be working. In fact, Cindy Whitney is our Thrive representative on that, and that's one of the things that we will be working on. Communication, caring about people, kindness, and the Peace Pole Project is certainly very much a part of that. And as a matter of fact, that reminds me that we have worked really closely with recreation through the years, and we've been able to work with different projects that they've done and have a table at different projects. This year we were going to be at the Health and Wellness Fair. Well, guess what? With COVID, we're not doing that, but at least we will be able to do the Peace Pole. So that's good.
Okay. Now, I think you mentioned something about, so you mentioned Brian Gruner and Recreation. Are you going to be working with them on sharing links of some kind?
Any way that we can share with Recreation and link up with them and get the message out about that Laguna Woods Village is a community of kindness. We do. Brian is on the Thrive Committee, as well as Paul, as well as Eileen. So we've got 3 members of VMS, and so we're just blessed to have them working with us. And Mark, I think, is a member of VMS also, so he's also on the team. Really, really blessed to have them.
That sounds great. You know, sometimes it just takes a few people to just get the ball rolling, and eventually it'll take hold and everyone will be able to participate. And
Absolutely.
speaking of that, how would you like people to participate right now? I mean, if you would like the community to, you know, work with you, what do you want them to do?
Okay, so what I would like to say at the very end of this interview is that it doesn't have to be something really big and huge. It can be something little, like, as Tom Tate says, front porch behaviors. So just as if you're sitting on your front porch back east and somebody's walking by, say hi, wave, give a smile to people. Well, with a mask on, that's going to be hi. wave to the person. And then, as you see and are involved in acts of kindness here in the village, would you please just write it up, just a little quick few sentences, and send it to us? And where you would send it to is our website, and the website is thriveinthevillage.com. So it's all one word, thriveinthevillage.com.
Right. So you have a website. So on the website, is there some place for them to click an email to be able to email that to you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Good. And I assume that your website has information regarding what you're all about, what you guys are planning to do, and other links as well.
Our website, yes, it does. It is I need to say it's a growing website being worked on, you know, so it's a small group of hard workers. So
Right. Well, good. Well, like I mentioned, you know, you guys have kept the ball rolling for some time. It's finally starting to take hold, and I'm very happy for you, and I think that's awesome.
Thank you. And I hope we gather many, many stories.
Absolutely. Well, when you guys get those stories, we'll look for them in all of the publications, and then, of course, always share them here on Village Television.
Wonderful. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it.
All right, Beth, it was very nice talking with you. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll be right back after this.
Now there's a new way to buy a new Lexus. It's called Car Dash, only available at SouthCountyLexus.com. It's amazingly simple. Visit SouthCountyLexus.com, select and reserve your new or pre-owned vehicle that comes with a 5-day love it or leave it guarantee. Apply for credit, calculate your payment, and even appraise your trade-in. You can even have the vehicle delivered, all online, saving you valuable time. Push a button, get a Lexus. At South County Lexus, different is amazing.
Communities are starting to feel the financial impact of COVID-19, commonly called coronavirus. But we want you to know that there is help. We have disability insurance for workers who are ill or medically quarantined due to COVID-19. Paid family leave is available for those caring for an ill or medically quarantined family member, and unemployment insurance for reduced hours or lost work. We're all in this together. For information on how to stay healthy, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Tip. Toss. Take action. Don't give mosquitoes a fighting chance.